and Bulldog for wrestling merchandise and memories. That's merchandiseandmemories.com. And we've got another edition of Bulldog's Unboxings. A special edition of Bulldog's Unboxings. Because I've recorded so many episodes of this particular program in advance, realistically, if I had sort of kept this in the regular queue, this particular item would not be reviewed until late November or thereabouts. But I wanted to bring it to you while it was still fresh, while it was hot off the presses, so to speak. So without further ado, we're going to take a look at the WWE Amazon Ultimate Bundle 2023, aka the Survivor Series bundle of the Undertaker and the Gobbledy Gooker. As you can see, this is a huge box, 6 pieces, and that's because not only are there 2 Ultimate figures in here, but there is special packaging. So I'm going to open it up. Here is the box art, which is just phenomenal. Looks like a Coliseum home video, and I think that's the intention here. It's the first time in the line for the Gobbledy Gooker and of course the Undertaker. These are both Ultimate Editions, and as it says, jaw-dropping debuts, 1990, introducing 2 of the most unforgettable superstars in WWE history. I don't know if I'd put Gobbledy Gooker in the unforgettable. I mean, I remember him, but I'm not sure how many other people do. And just to take a quick look here, you've got photos of Taker and Gooker on the side. And then on the back here, Survivor Series 1990 hatched 2 new superstars, one from an egg and one from the grave, which is not untrue. And then you've got Gobbledy Gooker and Undertaker on the side here. So now we've got this gigantic box. I'm gonna open it up and let's take a look figure by figure. So the reason that this box is so insanely massive is because it's got a 3rd box inside it, not just the 2 for the figures. So you've got the Survivor Series backup, which I do use sometimes in figure photography, so happily take that. And then I remember this very well, the 1990 theme of when you had teams together, they would pose against this wall, maybe this way. So definitely going to be using that for future reference. And as if that were not enough, you've got a box for the damn egg and nest for the Gobbledy Gooker. So I think I have to open this first, and then I have to open the Gooker, just because this is just begging for it. So 3 boxes in 1 box, which is freaking incredible, and it has the question marks here. For fans too young to remember or don't remember, for weeks leading up to the Gobbledy Gooker's unveiling, they had this egg sitting at WWF Superstars tapings, and they were saying, what's going to be in the egg? It'll hatch at Survivor Series. And we found out what it was. So let's open the egg first. So here it is out of the box, and I've got to say, this is much larger than I assumed it would be. I have no idea where I'm going to store this sucker. But let's open it up here. Got 1 piece of the shell here. Got a 2nd piece of the shell, and then just need to cut this open. Got a 3rd piece of the shell. So fairly simple to put together, I would think. Just put these pieces, assemble them like so. Maybe. So we got that, and then the top, kind of like a puzzle piece, but yeah, again, very, very simple to put together. My God, this is huge. I don't even know what to do with this right now, but I will put it aside, as now we're going to unbox the Gobbledy Gooker. Here is the Gobbledy Gooker figure. I've never seen this in box before until right now, which is kind of cool. You can see it comes with 2 different heads, and we'll talk about that in a second. And the photo of the Gobbledy Gooker. You got Mean Gene dancing with him in figure form, and then him cracking out of the egg. And it says, in the weeks leading up to Survivor Series, 1990, a giant egg appeared at WWE events. Speculation ran rampant over what could be inside. Finally, at Survivor Series, the egg hatched, and the WWE Universe was introduced to one of the most unforgettable characters in WWE history, the Gobbledygooker. And then, of course, they have the stats here, his height. He's from a giant egg. His finisher is the Gobble Gobble, sure, why not? And he was, that's right, he was a 24/7 champion. I almost did forget about that. Oh my God, loving this already. Gonna open it up. This is one of the most unique wrestling figures I've ever held. I hesitate to call it a wrestling figure, but it is part of WWE lore. My God, I know Mattel had been teasing this for a while, but to actually see it in person, be holding it in hand, that is just an incredible experience. So he's got these like Big Bird feet or talons in the legs here. That's the only thing I can really compare it to is Big Bird. He's got this rubberish coat and feathers, and then his hands do come off. There's alternate hands, which we'll get to in a second, and then this head. So this is the, if memory serves correct, this is the Gobbledygooker that's debuted at Survivor Series 1990, and you can pull off the head. I'm hesitant to do it because this is just so freaking beautiful, but I'm going to. There we go. Got it off. Got a headless Gooker right now. And then the other head it comes with is from later appearances, I guess the Gimmick Battle Royal. He was, let's see if we can put it down there. Takes a little while to get there, but just a much larger head. And this is, I guess when he won the 24/7 title, he probably had something, you know, that more resembled this. You can look at the detail. It looks like he's got like these golf ball eyes on both heads. And this is just a larger design. Not sure this was the Chavo Guerrero Sr. version or not. I don't know who was playing the Gooker at this point, but oh my God, this just jumps out at you with color. There are also alternate hands here. Just got, you know, raised in the, I don't know, it reminds me of AJ Styles gloves for some reason, though I know that's not what they are. So if you do want him, you know, doing something other than the sea-grip hands he's got, you have that option. And, you know, you've got the egg behind there. So I feel like we've got to open it up at one point. So I will do that. But this is just incredible. This is the star of the set. And when you're the star of the set next to a freaking Undertaker, you know that you've got something special. It's just so crazy, bizarre, colorful, different, that, you know, there's no way you don't love what you've got here. In the interest of full disclosure, I've got to say that the set does come with an extra sort of backdrop here. Like I said, I do like photographing my figures. So you've got some extra backdrops, which is really cool. And now we get on to the Dead Man. Now, I reviewed on this channel some time ago the first Undertaker Ultimate figure. This is the second one. I mean, night and day difference, honestly, because it's just two different phases of the guy's career. But this comes with so damn much. I can't wait to unbox it. We've got a picture of debut Undertaker on the side here, and oh, that's cool. They've got a photo of Brother Love, like a figure photo of Brother Love, the new Legends that just came out recently, and a photo of the Undertaker. And then in this description it reads, "When the $1 Million Man introduced the world to the mystery member of his Survivor Series 1990 team, a massive man with dead eyes stalked to the ring. Chills of fear crawled up the spines of everyone in the WWE Universe. From that moment forward, all those who crossed paths with The Undertaker would rest in peace." Man, I'm excited about this now. I didn't think I'd be this excited about a debut Undertaker figure, because they have created figures that kind of embody this one moment in his career, but not this well, I don't think. So let's crack the Dead Man open. Let's see what we got now. There was a lot to unpack with this figure, and I mean that literally. Just a lot of different little pieces, which I'm a huge fan of. You know, I mentioned a few minutes ago that Gobbledygooker was the star of this package. Now I'm not so sure. I'm just in awe of this Undertaker figure, and I'm not like the world's biggest Undertaker guy. Like, I appreciate everything he's contributed to the sport. I know how toyetic he is, but this is next level. So where do we start here? Let's start with the head. A amazing head scan, and I love how it sort of captured the reddish brownish hair that he debuted with. The shirt, just the level of detail they've got here. You'll notice he does come with the black gloves, and I don't know what you call these, but the bottoms of the gloves here. That's what he did wear at Survivor Series, though. If you're, if you want to be a bit more color coordinated, you can fix that. It's just, if you feel the length of it, there's a bit of weight to this figure, and then just the detail around the back is awesome. Undertaker does come with an alternate head, which I want to try it on. It looks a little cartoonish, but at the same time realistic for what he would have, how he would have looked at the time. So let's try that on right quick. Bit of trouble trying to snap it in, but yeah, I think I like that one better. My God, this thing just keeps getting better and better. And of course, you may want to dress your Undertaker up. So there are just quite a few options. So let's pop the head off for a second again. So you can add this morning suit tie that I had it backwards, but the morning suit tie that he wore to the ring. I think I've got this on backwards. Let's see. Maybe not. No, this is the right way. Apologies here, I'm still figuring it out after how many episodes of Bulldog's unboxing. No, this is the way you want it. It will only work properly when you've got a head snapped on, so we're gonna do the scary eyes one for now, I think. Pop that bad boy back on, make sure it snaps. I think we got it to snap. So that looks pretty freaking awesome. Then you've got the original, the OG Undertaker hat, and I believe this is how you put it on. Now we're getting to be, this is an Undertaker. He's also got the cloth goods robe. I'm just gonna open that up. Okay, I mean, this is Vince McMahon's original vision for the Undertaker. So I feel like we've got to try it out at least. So we put the jacket on him. I may need to pull the hands off. Nope, I think we're okay to fit this on. And I will say this, I don't know if this has the same flexibility as a lot of other Ultimate figures, but I could be wrong on that. I'm just sort of making an assumption right now. All right, I gotta straighten it out. I feel like I need to iron it or something because it's just a little bit, a bit wonky. But it's a nice touch. I have not personally had this Undertaker jacket before. I don't know if it exists in other Mattels. Again, probably need to work on it a little bit just to make it fit perfectly. But it's a cool option. And if you want even more options, which I think you do, there's a pair of alternate hands. So there's the Undertaker asking for the urn, which I think is a given. I think you've got to do that. And then just, well, I guess this is the opposite hand for that as well. And let's say you don't like the black gloves, even though this is how he actually debuted. So you can change that with a pair of gray Undertaker gloves, which he switched to quickly enough. Like, I feel like by the time he fought Hulk Hogan a year later at the Survivor Series, he definitely had these gloves. And then just to make a perfect set, you've got these glove wraps. I'm sure that's not the right word, but you've got those that you can put on. So you have quite a few options here to customize the dead man here. Do I like this better than the other Undertaker Ultimate? I feel like I need to play around with it a little bit more, but all signs are pointing to yes. I mean, this is just a much more iconic look for the dead man. I'm not sold on the soft goods. I've got to figure that out. But besides that, I mean, look at this detail and the look on his face, and and that sort of thing. I think this makes for an incredible Undertaker. And if you get that Brother Love Legends figure that just came out, I think you are good to go for a really powerful Survivor Series entrance. You've also got Paul Bearer. You could easily substitute. He started with the Undertaker within that first 6 months or so after the Dead Man debuted. So you could easily swap that in here. But I am impressed. This is an Ultimate Undertaker. Like, this is what you want. This is the look you want him in. This is they thought of all the details, even giving him alternate color gloves, which I think is, I mean, obviously it goes with the I don't know what you call these either, the boot wraps, maybe? Is that a word? Boot wraps? But you've got a lot of options here when it comes to making this Undertaker your own and finding him a really good place in your Ultimates collection, as I do. Overall, you've got a really solid set of two unique, and to use the WWE Mattel vernacular, unforgettable figures. Really cool costumes and options for customizing, and amazing packaging. Some of the best packaging I've seen so far from WWE Mattel. So definitely have to give this one a big thumbs up, and encourage y'all to find a way to add this to your collection. For Bulldog's Unboxings, I'm Canadian Bulldog, and we'll see you next time.